Welcome back to the FOF podcast, everybody.
Yes,
we have our
sir.
guests in the building, Bike Life Rex. How you doing today, bro?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Feeling
Okay.
good. Welcome to be here.
Say that, man. Appreciate you coming out, bro, for real. So first question of the podcast, man. Where did the name Bike Life Rex come from?
Bike Life Rex. So it pretty much came from me knowing I needed a name and not knowing where to go. So Rex actually came from me and my friend Lanny, 4K, sitting in a bike shop. And we was looking at my tattoos. So one of my tattoos, I actually got BLR, Bike Life Rex, on my arm.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking at the R.
Could you flash that to the camera?
I was looking at the R on my joint, and I'm like, I need to think of a name. And I literally, but the thing was, I got BLR, and it wasn't for my name to be Bike Life Rex. It was like Bike Life, and my name was Rex.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And as I was looking at the tat, I thought to myself, you know what? Why don't that just be my name? And he like, all right. And I'm like, all right, well, no one's calling me my regular name. If anyone calls me that, I'm not answering to him. And I'm like, I'm just going to go by Rex. And it got to the point where my mom was calling me within a week.
Word.
Because I wasn't answering calls or nothing. Like, you're not calling my name, I'm not answering your call.
So you went to that extent of just like, call me Rex or don't hit me at all.
Don't say nothing to me. So people thought, it's not that deep. I'll just call you it. And I got what I wanted.
So at what age did you start biking?
I'll say roughly 11 years old. 10, 11, coming out of Southwest, I moved to North. And up near, well, they don't call it North, but Germantown, lived near Shellingham. And then I moved down 25th and Lehigh when I turned 13. But I started when I was 11. And I'm 23 now, so I got like a good 12 years in.
23. That's still young as shit. So
Yeah.
you got mad time to just keep expanding.
And I got a good sturdy 12 years. Yeah. So me sitting here thinking about it, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. You can just imagine. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I saw from your Instagram this type of like tricks you can do and shit, bro. Like you go crazy on the bike.
Yeah, I be
like,
going crazy. I had way more stuff posted, but sadly, to trust in people back then, someone deleted all my stuff off my page. So a lot of content just started in like 2015, 16. But I had stuff all the way down. I'm like a daredevil.
yeah,
That's
I
how
saw
I
you
like to call myself.
staying on the handlebar in the
A
seat. That's just
daredevil.
crazy. You can sit on there for like forever, bro.
Into the bike stop.
Mm-hmm.
I can go into the bike stop.
So yeah, bro. So Philly's got a huge bike life culture. Could you explain a little bit about that?
So I don't know. It's hard to answer that. All right, so you say a bike life culture. To honestly answer it, I don't know what we are. I wouldn't say we're a culture. I wouldn't say we're a group. Definitely would never say we're a gang. But like as you was getting into the groups, you know, we have like One Way and things like that. Like Bottom Line, which is my group. One Way, which is Corey's group. You know, they got BS. They got Cycle Warriors, Traffic Demons. A lot of groups they have out there, but they try to, like how you say, a certain word for us. I feel like we just are bike riders.
Like a community in a way, would you say?
No.
No? Okay.
we're literally we're bike riders. Like we all have our own personal feelings towards it. Some people don't feel like it's a group. Some people would never want to be in a group. Some people just are there. Got old heads that's in it. That's like, I would never just be in a group. I'm just here.
Mm-hmm.
And that made me realize that it's not anything. It's just it's like a activity.
Right.
You feel me? It's like a hobby. More so a group or a community or something like that. No, because when you say community, that's a gang. That's the bigger word for it. We're literally just, some of us get bigger than others, but we're all exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
When there's no different from if you grabbed a bike right now and came outside, you're not part of no group, you're not part of no community, you're just outside riding the bike.
Yeah.
But you're a part of what someone would say, oh, he's in bike life. And you looking like, I'm just outside. I seen them around 4 times. I want to go with them. I'm going outside with them. No, it's you just outside.
Got you.
Okay, so like where are some of the places that you've traveled around like the United States because of biking?
So, I've been to California, Florida, Texas, Detroit, Georgia, Maine once, and I'm actually about to go to Amsterdam or London. One of the two. I'm going out there pretty soon, hopefully pretty soon, for the bike company that I ride for. I ride for Mafia Bikes. That's the bike company that I'm signed for right now. Actually, they have a chain. I don't know if they can see it on the camera, but they had this chain they gave me, but this their logo.
That's tough.
What does it stand for?
M. It's like It stands for like mafia, but they turn it sideways. I guess I don't know why the logo is shaped that way, but they're from London, so it may be a certain, heritage on it.
Yeah,
But
gotcha.
I know it definitely stands for the M.
Got you.
It's just it's hot though.
Yeah, fuck with that. That's tough. So I see you started dropping a couple songs such as Back Again and Remedy. When did you start rapping?
So I started rapping 2 years ago. I was rapping when I was in prison, but it wasn't something I was taking serious. It was more so just to pick up empty space. And then when I came home, when I always knew I was a jack of trades, but when I came home, jack of all trades, but when I came home, a lot of my friends was like, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. But I learned in prison, your friends are always going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that it's hot. So I started asking other people, and that's when I ran into my management. You feel me? I took rapping very serious, but I didn't know what I was doing. Right. You feel me? Like, I took it to the fullest extent of listening to almost every beat on YouTube. It's an app called BeatStar. I listen to every beat on BeatStar, bro. I'm going to tell you, it's not a genre. I didn't click on there, then listen to them. And that's actually how I met my other manager through M&R and Entertainment. And it's been a blast since then. I don't know. I always in the studio. I'm always doing videos, always making content. I just got to get better at making it for my community. Like, when it comes to the rapping, I got to get it to where it's what people want to hear, not what everyone does. Right. And it has to be real, not just something that I'm making up. And with that, you need time. And I feel like I'm young. And it's a point where I haven't experienced nothing to really rap about it and for it to be real. So music is going to come with time. Feel me, sir? But I got a lot of music. I got 5 songs, 6 songs that's dropped, and then I got an EP that's dropped with 6 songs in it. And the song Back Again that you was talking about before we started, that song just hit 7K in like a week or something like that. That's so for me, that's pretty good. You feel me? Despite my following.
Right. So out of everything you've dropped so far, like, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song out of what I dropped?
Yeah.
I gotta say Activated. Activated is it's on my EP. It's on the All of Me EP. And I wrote a Ride With Me EP. And I feel like it's under the song All of Me. And it's it's like when you get on the highway, you just
cruising. You're vibing to that.
You just in there, but the top pick from all of my listeners is Remedy. Smoking this weed is my remedy. I know that these niggas not feeling me, and I just made that. That was actually like one of the top 5 songs I made in prison. Now that song I was making music just to make it, had no like place, and that's the one they liked the most. And that was a song that I had no help with. Like, I literally went recorded it myself. Did all the remixing myself until I realized that I didn't do my hook right. And that's when, wasn't my management then, but he was a great friend, Face. He taught me how to make my hooks appropriate for music. And when we went back to go fix it, it made it a song. It was just, I guess, a dropped verse. But I didn't like it at first. I was like, no, we can't change it. He's like, if you want to make it, you're going to have to listen to somebody, bro. You can't just tell everybody you're going to do it. You don't know how to rap. You said it. You know how to make music, but you don't know how to make music. So I'm telling you, this is what you got to do. And I'm like, all right, I changed it. And that was probably the best decision I made, changing it. And I haven't questioned nothing since then.
Word.
He said, take that word, I was out. Change that, I'm changing it.
So you were writing songs like when you were locked up?
Yeah.
How many songs did you write, do you think?
3 composition books.
Okay.
Front and back. 100 pages, then ripped out one out.
That's
Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
So you were really...
And I still have them.
That's awesome.
I only touch one, though. That's the crazy thing.
Really?
Out of all of them, one is one you might see me run and go grab. Like, I need to get a verse out of here. Or I want to pick something out of here. The other 2, I just never touched because I feel like it was a bunch of fantasies, Just, it's like mystery books. They just got anything in them. It's like when you just want to drop anything and record anything for no reason, has no meaning, no nothing. I just was saying anything. That's where I would go. But I would never do that. So that would probably be
It's so cool to have and hold on
just
to for the future.
Like how Lil Wayne, y'all see how Lil Wayne had that book they found inside of a car, and somebody tried to sell it on eBay for like $1 million.
Yeah,
Wait, someone actually tried to do that shit?
Yeah, I think they actually sold it.
What?
I think that was the problem. I think the problem was they actually sold it, and he tried to sue him for the book back. He tried to sue him for the book back because I don't think he could have sued them unless they made money off of it. You feel me? They just found it. So he sued him for $1 million. I think that's what they made, but he lost the case. He did. He lost it in like
That's-
2020, I think.
That's crazy. So like we usually always ask like artists that come on this the podcast. So for like being from Philly, it's like a lot of dick eating 24/7. Like whatever you do, like if they see you shining, they're gonna dick eat on you. So how is it like that you're like making music now, like the love and the hate? Like how is that?
All right, so this is actually what I learned coming up. I've referred it to dick eating too, a lot, but I no longer refer it to that. When they say hate is a part of promotion, bro, they're not lying.
Mm-hmm.
They're not lying. Like when I tell you, I've literally dropped a song on my reel, and it'd be a bunch of comments, and maybe a comment to a comment or two comments to a comment, but the hateful comments. And when you read the hateful comment, you'll see 55 comments under it, and it'll be probably everybody protecting me. What are you talking about? Why are you saying this? But they are not realizing by him saying that, he brought so much attention to the post.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I would not have got the separate 50 comments if he would have never said what he said. Them people would have not worried about it. Now they're going back to check to see what he said. I might have posted something new. Now they see it because they just went back to go check that. You feel me? Insights are up on the post, so now you get paid for the comment. You feel me? So now if the comment reaches a certain amount of traction, like people, I guess they could tell if you go to the comment and stop on it. I don't know, but if it's a certain amount of traction, you honestly get paid for the comment. So it's like the hate really, I don't see it as digging no more. I see it as more so it's the best support. I would rather 1 million haters than 1 million followers.
It's all good publicity. It's just getting your analytics up. Yeah. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That went over their head too, right? that went over their head. I have 1 million haters and 1 million followers.
But leading on to another question. So I see you do a lot on your Instagram, from skits, biking, and even rapping. So out of those three things, which are you most interested in pursuing in the future?
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
And more, honestly. I don't think I will ever stop. I think I will die working. You feel me? A lot of people say you need to give yourself a break. Why? Why do I need to give myself a break? I sat in the stomach for 9 months. Couldn't do nothing until I was about 10. And that's why I started riding bikes. So it was like, why am I taking a break? You take a break, you broke. And that's just real rap. You sit down, you broke. You don't answer the phone, you broke. You want to take a month and delete all your posters and everything. Say somebody come to your page that, like Tommy Hilfiger. I know I'm getting to somewhere y'all didn't ask, but I might as well just hop into it.
All right, that's the next question. So you're good. Yeah, go ahead.
So with the Tommy Hilfiger campaign, they messaged me. I had someone from the company. Now say I would have took a break, time to myself, and I would have deleted everything or just deactivated my page. Opportunities would have been in the air, gone. You feel me? They needed somebody. They would have got there somebody. I was their first pick. If I wasn't there, they not. You feel me? The most they'll do is probably try one more way, go look on Google, see if I got a contact information for my manager. If I don't, they're not looking for it no more. It's over. I missed my opportunity maybe next year. You feel me? So to all the people that think taking a break get you somewhere, it won't get you nowhere. I promise you, working is the best thing. When you can get it done and shit at the end of the day and be on your bed and be like, yo, I paid the bill. I washed my clothes. I even cleaned that cup that was sitting on that table. All that time, I finally cleaned it. You feel me? You get to sit there like with a sense of relief that you got something done, that you didn't just sit on your butt all day long without doing something to benefit yourself. You feel me? Like I tell my friends all the time, I would never be that friend that will watch you do nothing. You will not be around me before I will be by myself, because I can do bad all by myself. You feel me? I could do good all by myself. And so it's like I tell them all the time, you got to do something that's going benefit you. Even if you get up and clean all your sneakers, how does that benefit you? When you go to a party or a show, guess what? Everything is clean. You don't have to worry about nothing, because that one day you wasn't doing nothing. You was just smoking your little L. You sat there and cleaned all your sneakers for no reason, and now look how it benefits you. You go to get dressed, you like, I got this blue jacket. Damn, my sneakers dirt. No, they not. I cleaned them all. You feel me? And that's a benefit. And being men, y'all know that that's something that's serious. You got one scuff, you not even trying, because you going to think that everyone sees that one scuff and they don't. You feel me? They not worried about that one piece of lint on your shirt, but you see it. You like, oh my God, I know this girl see it. She talking to you. I know she see this lint. Like, but you trying to get it off you. But yeah, I kind of lost the sight of the question. I told you I'd be chatting. But
no, you're just talking about your work ethic. It seems like you have a really good work ethic. You never really stop. You're just always going, which is great.
Like him, even coming here, he like, I'm like, send me the address. He's like, bro, I sent it to you. I go to the messages, look at it. The whole time I put it in my notes with the address. You feel me? And it's like, that's how much my mind runs. He has to let. I know he hates it, He has to literally call me to make sure I remember to come somewhere that I told him I will remember to come to, that I made things to remember to come to, and won't, because I was about to just go build something for my bike just now. I was about to, he told me before we started, we about to go shoot a video when we leave. So my mind is,
Just all
my mind is at my house right now while we're here.
Nah, I feel you, man.
It's here, but it's at home too. I'm already building it in my head while I'm talking to y'all. So it's like already thinking about ideas, stuff to do. Yeah, I don't stop.
So how did that Tommy Hilfiger collab come to be? Like, how did they approach you?
Honestly, when I got DM'd, it was like, do you want to be a part of our screen campaign? You are our first pick. That's literally what he said. And I was like, I would love to. He said, you got management contact information. It was over. After that, my hands was wiped with it. I just know I sat outside in 20-degree weather for 9 hours shooting it, and it came out amazing.
Yeah, that shit
awesome.
it was really clean.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Bro, it was 20 degrees that day in New Jersey. I was out there from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 at night.
So they like came and got you, or you met them there and they
I met them there. It was amazing though. It was the way they treated us there was amazing. Fed us as many times as we wanted. With me, food is a big thing. So when it comes to food, you know, they was like, whatever you want. I'm talking about we ordered from 3 different places. Well, we ordered from 3 different places. They got our food from one place, my drink from one place, and then the girl had wanted something different, so they got her something different. And they were all with me. And I don't know, the way they did it was like, bro, you have never imagined how they shot it. Like, some of the shots were shot on top of like a scissor. I don't know if y'all know what a scissor is.
Yeah,
but stand
one of those
on.
machines.
I'm talking about, it went so, like, probably like, bro, like how City Hall, the top of City Hall is, it went about that high. And they're shooting it down like this. You feel me? And they're just like, got us going in circles. And one shot where you see us going back, they're just like,
on top of the scissor lift. That's crazy.
Bro, so you would never thought what they went through to do it. You would thought it was a drone. And no, they were like up there with
Their whole camera
with something
crew.
you would look into the sky with, and they're just pointing at us. And I'm like, they wasn't playing.
They're real professional. That's awesome.
Yeah, they wasn't playing. Very professional. They took their time, shot everything 1,000,000 times. And actually it was a learning experience. Like, when you're shooting things for certain people and you see how they do it and what they come up with, it teaches you exactly how to do it. Okay, the quality will be different, but the shot will be exactly the same. You feel me? How they did it and what you went about and the sounds you use, the filters you use will be all the same, but just the clarity and how they shot it just won't. So everything that you could benefit off of, now you know how to shoot videos. But the thing is, did you pay attention while you were there? Same thing I tell my brother. Did you pay attention? Did you see that? You didn't see it. So you didn't learn. Because you missed the key part. If you didn't see the blue car, you missed it all. Because the blue car was the reason why I said the red car. And if you didn't see the blue car, you don't know why I told you the red car. So, but I feel like I'm building a good team around me. Even though I have one solid person rocking. He is amazing. My best friend is amazing. He helped me with a lot of stuff. You feel me? He's the reason why y'all see the content that you guys see on Instagram. And a lot to do with my other brother, Lanny. But you know, they're 2 bike riders too. That's in bottom line, but they're like a big asset to the company. Come here, Lee. I'm about to say
introduce yourself and all that.
Because without him, a lot of the videos that you see, I promise you, like almost 100% of the videos is shot by him. Any way that you see it shot, I don't know if you shot a piece of video where I fell or things like that, but the way it zoomed in, zoomed out. You know, anything. He shot a video, not even looking at the camera, with his hand behind his back, with the phone upside down, and he just was recording, and the video, 100,000 plays. You feel me? So, if it wasn't for him, a lot of stuff. But he's shy.
I'm a gremlin.
Yeah, Beyonce reposted. Rihanna actually follows me.
Posted one.
Rihanna follows you?
She follows me.
Yo, that's so
Bro,
sick.
Rihanna follows me.
That's
I DM'd her a video of me doing a skit to one of her videos, and she told me I was gonna have to wait a while because she was promoting a lot. She was just like she sent the emoji like this, so I'm pretty sure that meant like you just wait. You feel me? I got a lot going on, so and then she just got pregnant and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
I was
So I
gonna
know
say
she has
there's
a
a lot going on right
I'm just
now.
gonna wait on my mom. I know one day she gonna be sitting there with the belly. She gonna be like, "Let me repost this." And that's all I need. And one in the morning, I wake up to 500, 600K. You feel me? I'm cool. That's all I need.
That's
So,
awesome.
it's
So,
about,
so you're shooting and editing for him?
Nah, I shoot the videos. He edited them.
Oh, okay.
them.
So you're getting the angles, and that's
Not
definitely
all angles.
difficult, bro. Like, I always see that shit. Like, I was watching, like, when you were standing on the bike, like, you're like not. So how are you like recording that? You're paying attention like in front of you at the same time, or you just kind of just like looking at the camera? Like that shit like seems like so much, bro. You just going.
Sometimes I look at them like when I'm doing a zoom in, zoom out. I look at them, and then after that, I just regular riding.
Because most of the time it's your, I feel like it's your eyes. I record too. I feel like it's your eyes. Like if you're if you're riding like this and you see the front tire, you know you're in the lens. It gives you enough time
good
to
framing.
Come
and shit.
in, come out, look, position yourself. Come in, come out, move, look, position yourself. You feel me? And it comes like you'll feel it. It's a feeling. Like when you record, you don't even have to. How you want me to record?
You get that experience.
If you feel like you've been recording my face too much, back up. I'm gonna back up with you. I'm gonna see you moving out. I'm gonna move out on the bike, and then I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna come back in. You feel me? I'm adding something to make it look like, oh, because I seen you move. We got to come back now. You feel me? So it's like, and that makes the video the video. They'll be like, yo, hi. And that's the part, you're slow motion. You go like this. Now you see me backing up. And then as soon as I back up, I turn. I go like this. Now I'm coming in. You're like, oh, he's hot. And the whole time it just come from, it's just, bro, I feel like we born for this, bro. Like, I was born to ride bikes. I was born to do everything. Like, I just got a house, fixed it up myself. Like, I'm talking about my manager, he does construction. He's the one that taught me how to do it. Feel me? Man, when I tell you, it was like I had the drive to do it, just not the right guidance to do it. And he gave me the guidance to almost everything. I'm talking about everything. Staying out the street. He like, you not, I'm telling him things I want to do. What? I'm playing. You not, what? Bro, that mean you got to be in the streets. No, I'm not messing with you. I'm going to wipe my hands with you if you decide to do that. You might as well give up. Eric, look. I ain't even gonna talk. You know what we saying, bro. You talking out your ass. Then I'm all right. And I'll call him the next day. Like, look, we going to the studio. He'll be like, what's the cash at? And one question, you feel me? And you hear the song, and half of the time he tell me like, if I don't reply, bro, the song is perfect. Cause he worked 10 times more than I do. He said the song. If I don't see nothing, if you send it, I heard it, bro. The song's a banger. But I know he be. You would know when he walking up to the door. He'll be walking up to the door singing my song, telling me, I'm back again. Just tell your bitch, come on.
You straight vibe. So that leads to another question, actually. So, like, do you plan on staying in Philly forever, or are you plan on, like, moving out of the city? And...
I plan on getting up out of here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But the thing is, my problem, and this is my problem, I can't leave without making sure at least a bunch of people I know gets to leave, too. Or I don't know gets to leave, too. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be one of those people where they touch a couple $1,000s and they leave and they claim they taking people with them and they doing this and they doing that. Like a lot of people, when it's just me getting into it, a lot of people take their mothers with them. And I'm going to be honest, mothers get very grimy in your careers. You feel me? They do a lot of things to you and they and this is not me speaking on my mother. You know, it's just me just speaking on in general. From what I've seen in my career, you know, I mess with a lot of famous people. I be around a lot of famous people, so I see it. And a lot of people do these things for their moms, but the people that really need it is not your mother. Your mother's going to get it because you got it. But their main focus be their mother. You feel me? And they be like, bro, as long as you got it, think about it. Your mom main focus was to make sure you was cool, but your mom main focus most likely wasn't you. Her main focus was work. Her main focus was getting supplies, getting food, you know, dish detergent, you know, stuff like that. But you were like a part of it. It was like she didn't have to really think about you. But when people get famous, they think just about the mother. Like, all right, I got $100,000. Let me give my mom $60K. Why don't you gonna put $60K into an organization where mothers that can't afford food can come get food every day for their kids? Now you're helping 1,000 mothers. You feel me? Instead of helping your one mom that most likely going to do something to you again. Because, come on, we know moms. Moms get in their bags sometimes. So I feel like if you're really trying to make an impact or say or really feel like a man, if you really want to feel like a man, what's one mom versus 1,000? You feel me? What are you doing with just, and that's just me being honest. A lot of people try to get this macho, you know, oh yeah, I put my mom in this. I told my mom, I said, look, when I get famous, I'm gonna give you some money. I'm not buying you nothing. I want you to start a business. You feel me? I'm not putting you in no house. To the from the rip. I'm not putting you in no house. I'm gonna give you $50,000, and if you buy a house, I'm not giving you no more money. I want you to buy a business. I want you to live in what you living in now, and I want you to buy your own house. You feel me? And I want that money you have to not even have nothing to do with me, because I don't want you to call me in 6 months talking about I need $75 for my rent, because guess what? You're paying for her rent now. You're paying for everything because the house you just bought her, your mom cannot afford. Because she could, she would have bought it herself. You feel me? So the fact that you're buying it for her, what can you really benefit for her? You can't. You're going to be spending so much money trying to keep it up, keep yourself up. And that's why you can't. That's why half of these famous people say, why do these famous people don't do nothing for their hood? They can't. They paying for $1 million in bills, and they bills only $600,000. It's $400 not accounted for because they paying for this, and this. You feel me?
So how did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot like happen? How'd you get involved in that?
Okay, so starting that off, I want to give a big shout out to Cooper Films. I want to give a big shout out to Will Smith, the whole production team. I want to give a big shout out to, I can't remember his name. Oh, Lord, forgive me. But the star that's playing Will, the main character that's playing Will, I want to give a big shout out to him. I can't really remember his name at this moment, but he knows. And everyone else knows. How it came about, just like everything else, bro. Just like Tommy, me dropping a bunch of content, and I was supposed to have my manager's number in my bio, but something wrong with me. Sometimes I like to take the initiative to some things, but I listen, and I try to take the initiative to some things, and they contacted the number. And, the moment they contacted the number, I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm the assistant. I'm like, I'll send you to the manager. I sent them over to him. And after that, it was just, he could tell you more about it than I could. Honestly, he takes, look, let's put it like this. I called him one day and said, bro, I need you to take this stress off of me. You feel me? Like, you're my manager, but I know this is not what you're supposed to do. But if you're saying, like, we're building this bond as family, because we are, and you're like my pop, and I'm like your son, I need you to take this stress off of me. I got too much. And I can't even think. You feel me? I'm calling him in my emotions because I can't think. He like, all right, I'll take some of it. I'll take what I can take. And
he took a lot.
Took a lot. I'm talking about to the point where I got to tell he got to call me to remind me an hour before I got to be somewhere, when he called me the night before and called me 2 days before. And not only that, told me the week before that. You feel me? And that's, like I say, a lot of the questions be answered with my management because it was my push. It was like I was actually looking for, and this is to a lot of the kids out there, don't look up to your idol for it. Look up to the people that wanted to be in your position but messed it up. Look at them, because those are the people that's going to help you get where they need to go because they know where they messed up at. You feel me? And they'll keep you from messing up where they messed up at. Like my management, I wouldn't say he messed up, but he chose a different path. And that was his choice, And he told me, like, I did it, but I can get you somewhere else. Because I already know what to do. It's just that I fucked it up. But the thing is, you could help me recover from where I messed up at. Pretty much, that's not the words, but you can help us recover from where I was at. I'll give you the jewels, you just run it. And that's what I do. I just run it. Whatever you say, you got to. It's not another question. It's not an ask. It's like, bro, I want you to go on that stage, and you better jump off the stage if they catch you or not. Guess what I'm going to be doing tomorrow? Feel me?
I'm gonna catch you.
I'm gonna tell them, yeah, and then now that he told me that, I'm setting up the proper ways to do it. Look, you gonna be recording. I want y'all to stand right here just in case these niggas don't catch me. You feel me? Like, and then now I'm solidified. I got 4 of my men right there, 2 recording. Not only got him up there with me, and then now, everything's solidified.
So, we know that you have dyslexia, and how does that affect your day-to-day life?
So I'm gonna get a little bit more into it. I have dyslexia. I suffer from anxiety very bad. I actually have my medical card for anxiety. And I feel like I have a slight case of bipolar. And the only reason why I say that, because I can be happy and just as mad within seconds and just as happy. Like, and it feels weird, but it's me just being honest. You feel me? It's me not trying to hide it and me not trying to just act like it's not there. It's a thing. But with my dyslexia, I feel like my dyslexia, it benefited me in a way. And it also tarnished me. So the tarnish was school. I ain't had no interest for it because it was like I couldn't be where everyone was at. Like, and plus I had a bike on my mind all the time. And and when it comes to rapping, the dyslexia, it benefits me to the point where no one can read my raps, but it also doesn't benefit me because I would never be able to, well, can't say never. But in this day and age, I wouldn't be able to write lyrics for myself and put them on YouTube. And, you know, I wouldn't be able to, if someone was like, we'll air your song right now, but we need the lyrics, can you write them out? I wouldn't be able to do it. I would have to have somebody else do it, you know. And those are things where I would need a team and things like that. So that's why it doesn't benefit me. It renders me. Because that's a real thing. Somebody might want the lyrics. And it's like, if I can't give you the lyrics, I'm screenshotting my notes, send them to you, like, what is this? Like, you know, it's a problem when you hand someone your phone and you're rapping and they're literally changing your words for you in your phone. And you're like, no, don't change them because that's how I read them. You feel me? Like, because you'll spell it right and I won't be able to read it. I'll be like, what word is this? Like brought. Like, BROUGHT, I think. But it don't, in my head, BROUGT, maybe. Because I hear brought, but I would never pronounce it with the brought. Like, I brought that to him. I say brought it to him. I brought it. So I wouldn't spell it that way. And it might have a reason how I was brought up. But to my fans, and not only my fans, but you guys' fans, I feel like because y'all might have your own thing too. And I feel like anything that you have, you should embrace it. And the reason why I say that, I can really look at somebody that's going through something and ball my face up. And I could be like, why are you crying, bro? Like, and they'll be like, I don't know, I can't think. Why can't you think? I'm like, I don't know what's going on in my head. You're not telling me nothing that's benefiting your situation right now. You feel me? Do you need to talk to somebody? No. Okay, you don't want to do that. Do you need to punch something? No, you don't want to do that. You got to find a way to release it, or you got to just say F it. Like, it's a feeling that you're not made to be perfect. No one's made to be perfect. If you have anxiety or you have depression or dyslexia or, you know, anything, if you were born with herpes, HIV, you know, you're made that way for a reason. You're made that way because maybe you were born with HIV to prevent it. You feel me? But you don't want to go to school for it because you're just hard-headed. You're in your feelings like, I really want to look up my sickness. It could be something you really want to study. I want to study this sickness, but my friends don't know I have it. And I don't want to tell them. Because me studying it, they're going to see it. So now you're rendering yourself from becoming probably the best HIV doctor in the world. And you can not only prevent other people from having it because you have it, you might not be able to get rid of it, but you may be able to prevent it. Come up with something to where you take this pill and your immune system is DOA right now. And you're fine. You feel me? So, and you're rendering yourself. I feel like a lot of people, like we got 7.4 billion people in this world and we haven't even been to a new earth yet. That's a problem. You feel me? Like, it's too many people. It's too many brains. That's because people aren't using them. They're too scared. They're too worried about who they're around. They're too worried about what they suffer from. They're too worried about what another person thinks. And some people too worried about what they think they're self. You feel me? You're your worst critic. You can sit there and deprive yourself of everything you earn.
Definitely.
Like, I can tell you the most craziest things I've even done to my friends and made them do. And I say, why are you scared to do it? Why are you scared to do it? Because of what they're going to say on live? Okay, they're going to laugh. We just bet it. Put it on. You feel me? Like, what are you not benefiting from this? You want to have fun or not? You worry about them calling you gay when, bro, at the end of the day, don't you have a girl? Don't you got money in your pocket? Ain't we about to go to a show? And then we about to fly here? Why are you worried about that? I feel like you shouldn't worry about nothing but your money.
I saw you made a GoFundMe page to help give bikes back to the community. Could you talk a little bit about that?
So the GoFundMe, I made that a while back because I felt like, I ain't feel like I needed to help. People was really telling me, you should do it. Because I was ready to do it myself. I was ready to just, I wasn't ready to do it myself. I did it myself. You feel me? I wasn't ready. I've got shipments from my bike company of 10 bikes, 15, and gave them all away. Bro, my inquiry of bikes could have been, my inquiry of bikes could have been over probably a good 200 of personally owned bikes that I've given away with no benefit from it. Half of the time I've drove the bike here, ended up hitting my car, or, drove here, lost some money, lost the phone, so I never really benefited from doing it. It was more so I lost, it's hard to chew gum with these grills. I just learned that. It's hard to chew gum with grills. So I learned that, I just lost my train of thought that fast, bro.
You were just saying, like, how you were giving away the bikes and you've lost a lot, but it's, like, probably a good feeling giving it away.
So, all right, you got me right back into it. So it wasn't so much of the good feeling because I didn't really get a good feeling from giving the bikes away. I got a good feeling from being able to give the bikes away. So not by giving them away. So, like, I could give you this, but I felt good being able to lift my arm and put that right there. You feel me? Instead of having him do it. So I felt better being able to be the person to see the smile, to honestly be able to witness it instead of saying, you do it, or seeing another person do it and it wasn't their dream. Like me, I never was given nothing. I wasn't given nothing, bro. I'm talking about 16, 17 years old. I don't know what people, bro, nothing. Let's just put it like that, nothing. I'm talking about nothing. No money. I never had my grandma around me, my grandpapa around me. I never met my father. I only had my mother, like just my mom. And she taking care of 3 kids herself. That was very, very hard. So she didn't have time to really do a lot. So I felt like me giving the bikes back was a sort of me filling in for not only what people couldn't do for me, but not also what my mother couldn't do for me. Because if my mother was working as hard as she was working and still couldn't do what she was doing, it's like, imagine how many more moms is out here working, want to get their kid this bike, and they pressure on her. You just spent money on this. You just bought this, and then people make their family feel some type of way when they like, Mom, you just bought a computer. Why you ain't buy my bike? And it's like, damn, I was working. I want something too. You feel me? Like I was playing on this computer before you, you know, and things like that. But I feel like my most benefit of giving away bikes was more so making someone else feel wanted. You know, I was just telling my brother that. I told him people will only touch you if you look available. If you look used or you don't look accessible, they won't touch you. Like I told him, don't make a bike group. Don't try to go and build something, because when someone looks at you, they're not going to want to touch you. They're going to say, he's already in a group. We don't need him. Feel me? He already doing something. We don't need him. Just because you might want to fit in or you want to like everybody else, no, wait for your moment. You feel me? And the bikes, I waited for my moment. I feel like I did it exactly at the right time. Everything I did, I don't really feel like your past should ever change. People say they want to go back and change their past. You're going to change everything about yourself now. You feel me? Like everything that you go through, you had to go through it. The car crashes, the getting put out the house burning on fire, you know, the car setting on fire, the anything that could have possibly happened, losing your laptop, your special phone that had everything in it. You feel me? That one phone could have set you up later on in that day. You could have sent a text message that could have ruined everything for yourself. You feel me? And you losing your phone just prevented you from snapping on a company or blacking on somebody, or it could have just gave you a peace of mind. You feel me? You could have lost it and been like, damn, I don't got shit to worry about but getting a new phone. I can't do this, I get the phone. So now just guess what? Everything left you because you got the right to tell them, yo, I lost my phone. What you expect? Like, and you confident. Like, you get to take a break. You feel me? And the bikes was me to take a break now. I no longer have to dwell on nothing I went through when I was younger because I changed that now. I've recovered from it. I've not only fixed it, but I've let the feeling go. Like, I don't feel like I didn't get nothing. I feel like I've gave enough to felt like I've got something. Because there's people out here that I don't know, I probably made cry. They looking at their bike all night. You don't know what a person does when they go home. You don't know what a person talks about, how highly or lowly they talk of you from just a hug. You know, I've had a man literally tell me, you look good today. And one day I dressed so fire, bro. I'm talking about my lady was so fire. And my family always compliments me. And I know the lady was fire, you feel me? But for some reason, no one ain't say nothing that morning. I'm walking past everybody, no one complimented the lady. And I'm like, damn. I know but it was new because I dressed different. So this one I was just popping out with my dressing. And I'm like, okay. And I went out in traffic. I'm walking around in Walmart. I'm in all these places. No one complimented. I'm like, did I draw? Like, what colors did I put wrong? And I'm walking out. And there's one guy walking in. And he was a guy that was, I learned that he was homeless once I turned around and said something to him. Like, thank you. He told me he was homeless. I gave him some money. But when he walked in, he was like, yo, you're late different. It's fire, though. What made you want to match that jacket with them? You matched the jacket with the shoes because of the tag, didn't you? The red tag? I'm like, yeah. He said... and I was like, and I'm like, I'm sitting there, I walk out, I'm like, yo, and I felt like I owed him something, you know. I turned around, I'm like, bro, come here. I'm like, you know, you're the first one that said something to me. He said, bro, I'm having a bad day myself, you know, but I ain't gonna get all into it. I'm like, no, get into what's wrong. He told me, I give him some money, and but that one person gave me confidence to dress however I want now, because not everybody gonna like it, not everybody's gonna notice it. Because when I came home, guess what? As soon as I walked through the door, he the first one. Oh, you drip. Where you go? Yeah, I walked out the house like this. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, bro. I just got up. From you never know. So, I don't want to waste too much.
No, bro, you cool.
That was a great story.
So I peeped the video of you spraying Lysol while standing on your handlebars. Did you expect that post to go as viral as it did? Yeah. I did. I expected it to go viral. I planned it an hour before we did it, cause Corona. They had just that day that I dropped it. The Corona lockdown had just happened.
It had just happened. He said 8 o'clock, everything's closed and won't be open for a couple of days. I'm like, oh, it's about to get real. And it gave me the idea of the corona, but then I had to think of a way to initiate it. What I realized with myself is I have a look. So to have a look, that means you have to change your look to present it as something else, or you won't be able to pull it off. It'll be like you doing too much. Like, so I had to figure it out. How can I cover myself to where I don't look like a hood nigga just doing a video? And I thought, boom, a trash joint. I couldn't find one. So I took myself right to Christopher's Hospital. Went in there. I asked them for one of the gowns that the doctors use when they go into the thing. Waited a little bit. The surgery drones. Got one of the surgery drones. It was over. And got some regular white gloves. And it's crazy. Because I'm about to tell y'all something that I never told nobody. Okay, and I feel like he could tell you. You know what I'm about to tell him?
No. Hold on. Say it.
The can.
The Lysol can?
It wasn't Lysol.
Wait, it was that
we couldn't find Lysol, bro. No, it was stove cleaner. Bro, if you look in the video, you'll see that the can was taped with blue tape. It was the same tape I used to tape the bottom of the pants on. And we was going to all the stores looking for Lysol. Mind you, just went on a COVID lockdown. So people were selling Lysol bottles for $20 on apps, and they was selling them like cases of boxes, $100 with 6 of the drawers you pull the napkins out of. And we couldn't find napkins, spray, I'm talking about bleach, nothing. And I grabbed 2 cans, an oven cleaner. I said, this look close to I looked up a Lysol can, looked at that, said blue top, white can, but covered the thing with blue, and I sprayed oven cleaner, bro. My bike was so sticky, like my clothes were so sticky, it was just full, covered with oven cleaner. And I think we shot it twice. No, that was one take. I was outside of the house actually trying to figure out which direction to go in, because I was spraying it, and that's why I wasted one of the cans at. Because I was sitting there actually spraying it for a minute, trying to see like the wind was changing. I'm like, all right, we got to go this way, because this Lysol spray gonna come this way. You feel me? Because if the wind's going this way, we're going with the wind, it's gonna go back. So I'm like, let's go like that. So I didn't want it to be too much. If the wind was going back with it, so much to it. You know, if the wind was going back with us, then it would spray directly in my face. If we was going the same way, it has like a burst, because it's going the same way, but it has to still go behind me. So that's why that's why I gave it the look of like it looked real, but actually it was like foam. It was like foam. It wasn't actually spray. It was foam. It was coming out like foam.
Because it was the oven cleaner.
So
that's so funny,
I had all these
bro.
little white spots all over the bike because it was. Yeah.
Oh my god. So that leads to another question. Like, what's your 5-year plan?
My 5-year plan. It's crazy because when you ask me, it sounds so dumb. I'm gonna tell you what came to my mind the moment you just said my 5-year plan.
All right.
You said, "What's my 5-year plan?" And it's to get him and him rich. Not only him and him. Not only him and him, but
my boy.
No, you know you solidify, but I'm saying him and him rich. And I'm gonna say why. A lot of my life I wouldn't have gave up. My 5-year plan. All right, let me answer it first. My 5-year plan is to get the people around me rich. I have a couple of people that I want to benefit. I feel like I've benefited enough. I'm happy. I can generally say if I stopped right now and continue my life, a 9-to-5, a regular guy, I will be happy. You feel me? I've built a foundation enough for myself, but that's not enough. You feel me? It's enough for myself. A lot of people say, worry about yourself, worry about. You cannot get nowhere without a team. It's impossible. When someone says, I did it all on my own, they're lying. If someone made one phone call for you, you did not do it on your own. You feel me? That one phone call was the reason why your face even got anywhere. Them people put you on this, and that person put you on this, and that person, you did that on your own, but you didn't make that phone call on your own. So my main goal is getting the people where I'm at, getting the people that's not where I'm at, and then I'm gone. 5 years, hopefully I'm willing to do that in a year. So my 5-year plan is to be in Barbados somewhere spending my money. Literally, I don't want to work until I'm 50 years old. I want to live my life. I don't want to be, like I said, you will learn from the people you listen to. And a lot of OGs say, look at all the people that's older that got nice stuff. Look how they live, though. They live scary. You come into their house, you can't really touch nothing. You can't really move nothing. You got to take your shoes off. You got to mop. You got to da-da-da-da. If you leave one piece of paper on the joint, they snap. That's the lifestyle of having it and you trying to be so perfect. You feel me? You're trying to be so noticeable for everyone else. My house has to be clean. I tell them when I'm in my mode, I would tell y'all to clean 24/7 because it's my house. I might say, clean this up. But when I'm in my mode, bro, I'm taking my clothes off right here. I'm leaving them. I'm running upstairs. I'm picking it up. I'm dropping it. I'm running downstairs. The bike is going to be left right there. I'm not moving it. I'm moving. Like, I'm walking over it after that and then being like, y'all walked over this bike 10 times. Why ain't y'all moving? They looking at me like, and I'm like, bro, I'm moving. Come on, we got to go shoot this video. Oh, you just told me to pick the bike up. Remember to pick the bike up later. And I come back later and they ain't pick the bike up. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, that's some mad stuff going on.
Bro, that's every day. Bro, I'm talking about this every day. I will literally wake up and come downstairs and look. I'll be like, and him and my sister, what's wrong? That's what they ask. What's wrong? And I'll be like, nothing. Like, nothing? You sure? You eat? And like, you eat? Where your grills at? You put your grills in your safe? Where your stuff at? Where your money? You put your money in? Oh, all right. Where your car at? All right. And they'll start asking me stuff to see what I may, because I might, if it's not with them, I would just be like, I'm cool, but I may have some of my mind, so I just start asking me all this stuff. But my 5-year plan has a lot to do revolve around the people. I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't my team, bro. I swear to God, when I got out of prison, if it wasn't for this man, I wouldn't have had nowhere to live. I lived in the park. You feel me? I stayed in the park. I came home. I had the opportunity to go live with my ex. And I went there like a dummy. And that resulted in me living in the park. And then that resulted in them asking their mother to let me live there. Not only did they ask their mother to live there, but the people that were living there didn't want me, just didn't want me there for some reason. And
we didn't care.
They didn't care. But when I tell you, like, they was going to bat with their own family because of me, and there was no reason to. It was like I was a good guy. I was calm. But they were still going to bat for me. Like, he's not leaving. Like, I'm talking about boyfriends and girlfriends was getting put out for me, and I wasn't even doing nothing. I was just literally, bro. I am how I am in my community now. I was helping them with everything, but for some reason they didn't, bro. Nothing made them. I not paid not $1 in rent. You feel me? I not paid not for $1 of food, bro. 2 years. Think about that. 2 years. Someone coming out of prison. His mom don't really know me. She know me from the past 6-7 months before prison, going to school together.
It was like he come
in the morning and I leave. You feel me? I had her do my hair a couple of times, but it was like she didn't really know nothing about me. She never met my mother till this year, so Mother's Day just passed. So it was a lot that she didn't know. And bro, she was rocking she was rocking for me. Damn near, you would thought she was rocking for me damn near more than she was rocking for her sons. She never called me nothing other than her son. Nothing. So it's like, and then Mackie is also another person. He gave me my first bike when I came home. So Mackie gave me a Ripper when I came home, a Beast Mode. He gave me a Beast Mode bike when I first came home, and this is a bike that he was trying to get for so long while I was in prison. He's telling me, I'm about to get this Beast Mode.
He was
trying his hardest to get this Beast Mode. I'm talking about anything he could scrape up. He got it 2 days before I came home and gave it to me a day after I was home. You feel me? So it was like, I know how much that meant to him, and he acted like it meant nothing. Because he literally said, you're going to do more with it than I am. That's literally what he said. He said, you're going to do more with it than I am. And then I told him one day, bro, I want to trade it. He said, do you feel like it's a good trade? I said, yeah, he's trade it. I said, bro, I want to trade it again. He said, trade it. I said, all right. I traded it. Then it got stolen. And then I ain't have a bike. Then Mafia hit me up. We started working with them. And I just gave him a brand new bike, just released out of the box like a month ago. Took it to his job and everything. You feel me?
That's
and
awesome.
That was from and I've done other things. When someone do stuff for you, you've done other things before that to look out for him. Mm-hmm. But that was like the main thing I did for him. Just went and gave him. I'm talking about in the box, bro. He had to put it together in the store.
Okay. Coming to a close of the podcast, man. Do you have any closing statements or advice for any of the viewers that may be watching?
Advice for any of the viewers. This is why I say everywhere, be yourself. And when I mean be yourself, I don't mean, I'm going to get very graphic right here. I don't mean be yourself as in be yourself. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Whatever you want to do, and I don't like to curse that much when I'm doing anything, but that you got to use that F word very seriously. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, if you want to get up and you want to be, I was just telling him, if you want to get up, not telling him, but I told him, if my son wanted to be anything, if he wanted to be a drag queen, I would help him be the best drag queen he could be. You feel me? Why? Because I don't know why he's doing it. Yes, it's not a good thing to people. Mm-hmm. Who makes it a not good thing or a good thing? Us. We're the ones who make it good or not good. No one else does. No one else gets to. Animals don't. You feel me? So it's like we do. And I feel like that's the main thing you gotta implement. That's my closing. You gotta be yourself. You gotta not care. What I do, I don't care. People will probably tell me, you do everything. You just doing all this for clout. Some people look at it like that. Some people, like businessmen, will look at it like, yo, you smart. You coming up in the game because that's where y'all at. Y'all are businessmen and y'all know where y'all at now. Y'all could have did it younger. So maybe looking at somebody that's younger, you may think like, damn, are you where you need to be. You smart. But to some people, they like, you chasing it. You rapping, you riding bikes, you can do construction, you can do hair, bro. You can do this, you can do that. You did this promotion for a hair company, you did this for soap. Now you doing Tommy. You was in a movie now, and then now you doing podcasts everywhere, bro. You're rapping, doing shows. You're giving back to your community. You're giving away bikes now. What are you doing now? You're out Florida, and you're talking to a motorbike company. You're sponsoring them. They're like, you're couch chasing. Now you're just doing whatever you want to do just to do it. And I'm just getting up and doing it. And I don't give a... I just get up and do it, and I don't give a...